welcome to the mindtrek.net game server. I'm currently on top of the Enterprise D. Something horrible's happened. I don't know what happened here, but it looks like the ship's in the process of exploding. Oh my god, no. Imheller has separated out all the upper decks and some of the lower decks. He's going back through and he's making revisions on the ship itself. Now is a great time to come onto the server if you're really curious about what the Enterprise D looks like and get a quick tour of her. Everything's accessible. You can see pretty much. You won't get lost, because if you get lost, all you have to do is fly out and look around. But yeah, the Enterprise D update is coming along very nicely. Imheller has put a lot of time into her. In fact, he revamped the bridge. Let's go take a real quick look at her. At the bridge, anyways. Module. Of course, it's kind of funky to check out, but as you can see, it has definitely been improved, considerably so. I love what he's done here. He's done a really nice job. Of course, seeing it in its full glory put together would be much more preferable, but this is still not bad. You can see here's the lounge in the back, and we would naturally, I'm going to slow down here for a second so we can do this right. Anyways, this is the aft lounge, and you would step up and come into the bridge, and of course here's the bridge and wharf station. You can come down, make it so, that crap. Anyways, Imheller's also come up with a new, finally, after months and months of experimenting. What is this? Huh. It's a beacon. Let's find out where it goes. I don't know. Let's find out if it's one of mine. Nope, it's not one of mine. That is really odd. At some point I must have had a waypoint here. Not sure why, but it did. As the decks render above us here, nice way to see things, you know. Just do it this way. Wait, you know what? I think Imheller separated the saucer from the. Yeah, he did. So that he could split it apart. He separated them. Check that out. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not badass? That is so cool. The guys that put time in on this build and came up with all this stuff is just, I mean, wow. Good work, guys. Things like this, though, are troubling. See, these right here should all be aligned. They shouldn't zigzag like this. They should all be connected in one straight line. The fact that they zigzag like that that's just, you know, that's just a telltale. That just tells me that a lot of people worked on the design, and back in the day there wasn't a lot of effort put into keeping things aligned. Now some people will say, well, it's supposed to have that curve and contour. Well, maybe so, but I'm pretty sure that when if you actually overlay the deck plans, these should be all lined up perfectly. But they're not, and it's just one of those things. But let's go see if we can find one. I know he did it in the lower section here, so let's zip down here and see. Yep, there it is, the new corridor design. Check these out. Tell me this does not look like Enterprise D corridors. This is just really nicely done, Em. Very nicely done. Looks great. He gives the ship, yeah, instead of walking around feeling like you're getting nowhere, you actually feel like you're actually on the ship walking. In this long corridor here, I used to hate walking down it just because it was just this long corridor. Now, because of the way he's done this, it has depth to it, and it doesn't feel like you're walking down like you're not getting anywhere because you can see it. You know, it's a visual thing. Great job there. Very nicely done. What is this? I've never seen that before. Oh, it's Portal. This is cool. M's done a lot of work in here, and you can tell he's revamped a lot of the turbo lifts using the new blocks, and just he spent a lot of time, a lot more time than I care to mention in here on things. Ooh, cakes. I forgot we had these. I should start using them myself. That's a nice idea for setting up little tables and stuff. I didn't even think about that. See, you learn stuff every time you come in here. You know, this is good stuff right here. Darn it. Now I gotta go back through and revise all my builds. Anyways, this is part of the hangar area or cargo area, and of course there's little teeny shuttles, you know, little day use shuttles and things. And I love how he has just random things just sitting around like this, you know, just sitting around like a. It gives it a sense of, hey, this is an area that is being used. Like here's some cargo here, some cargo goes here, cargo goes here. It does. It looks like it's an actually used area. Very nicely done. I love these. I love them. So much to see on this build. It's just the Enterprise D is just an amazing ship. Granted, she has a lot of flaws and a lot of things, but that's just because it's been worked on since, you know, back in the days of Alpha, and of course this is version 2, and you know, she's got so much room, so much expanse that it is going to take a long time to ever, you know, truly get this ship finished, because everything changes, especially the resource packs change, and as they change, so do build styles. Like, you know, this style here, we don't do this anymore. But will we ever change it? Who knows? I mean, why would we have an iron block in the middle of a lounge? Good question. What about water? Good question. You know, it's just all that stuff. Yeah, that's all. It gets tweaked and fixed during the updating process, which is constantly ongoing. Because as we know over here, we can get past the, we can get it to load. There it goes. This was already done, but Ems went through and he split up all these decks again, and he's going through there and he's once again fixing and refining things. I think he did some work on the aft cargo bay back here. Oh, this is interesting. Got to find out what goes in here and put it in here. Let's read the sign here. LE Future Lab Bio Equipment. So evidently this is all bio equipment for a future lab. Well, that lab needs to get built. Little hollow suite there. I love these. These were a nice design. Whoever designed these did a nice job. I like how they integrated them and stuff. Very nicely done. See, it's things like this I really like. I mean, coming through here and seeing how people, you know, kind of do this, and it all gets integrated together, and you look at that. I mean, come on, tell me that's not a cool block design. And I got to remember, when I get stumped, all I have to do is really just go look at other builds, and there's so many talented people building on this server right now. You got Mad Squirrel, and you got Django working, Mad Squirrel working on his own build, Django working over on the old Star Base. You know, people just, you know, they contribute and do a really nice job, and, you know, Loki did a lot of really nice work on the Enterprise, and Heller, of course, has really stepped up the game, and we got a couple of guys that were working on it way back in the day that have, you know, come back around checking stuff out. So, you know, it's all coming together as slowly but surely. One day this ship will eventually, you know, hopefully get done, but it's hard to say when that actually is going to happen, because I'm going to turn the lights on here. It is a huge, huge ship. Anyways, this is the cargo bay. Heller went through here, and yeah, he's definitely done a lot of nice work to it. Last time I was in here, it didn't look as good, and yeah, you can see he's cleaned it up quite a bit. Yeah, look at this. This is nice. Yeah, if you do get on the server and you want to check out the D, also check out all the other builds that are ongoing, like Mad's build, and he's working on a Defiant variant, which is really neat to see. You gotta, I don't want to spoil it, but you gotta go see it. It took my breath away when I went into the hangar and looked at the hangar for the first time. Oh, looks like M's updating the warp core now too. Ooh, this is pretty. I gotta slow down here in order to do what I want to do. And there's the man himself. There's M. Heller. Hey, M. How you doing? Just chilling? Yeah? Is that a phaser? Oh, dude. Don't do it. I know life sucks, but Come on, man. That's not the way to go out. The only way to go out is to piss off a Klingon, dude. Gotta go out like a man, not like a bitch. Come on. Put the phaser down. You're not going to shoot the warp core. That would be bad. You know, think of all the innocent children on... Wait, there are no children. Ah, fuck it. Shoot the warp core. Go for it, dude. See what happens. Huh? You're not going to do it? Oh. This is not a PG channel, by the way. I should put a disclaimer in my things that I do cuss from time to time. I've gotten a few emails. My child was watching your show, and you cussed. I won't let him watch your show no more. I'm like, you live in L.A.? Because I had to break it to you. You shouldn't let your kid watch TV either. You know, go to the mall, because you're going to be exposed to a lot of nastiness out there. And my little bits of word swearing aren't the worst thing, but this is cool. I love what he's doing here. I'll bet you anything as it goes up, it'll change colors to move to a bluish kind of a color as well. But yeah, this is really nice. He said he updated the pods too, and I looked for them, and from what I could tell, they look like they've been worked on. Ooh, this is a phaser. Yeah, damn, that is nice. That's what I love about the D. It has so much space. You can do things like this in it. And man, it's just, damn, that is nice. See, all my phasers like those little block things that look like crap. This is nice looking. Mine look like this, or like this. This is nice, but I don't know. I was looking for the pods earlier and I couldn't find them. I'm pretty sure I looked at them and they look pretty good. I've seen them before and they looked a lot better than they did. But I don't know if he's changed them since the last time I looked at them a couple of days ago. So, more cargo. I don't know. Cargo transporter. Very nice. Change it into like a little A there, you know. Nobody will notice. Atrocities. But, yeah, there are a lot of areas on the D to explore. Maybe that's what that block's for. Does it go up? Yeah, it goes up. When she's all put together, if you don't have the plans, you're not going to really find your way around it very efficiently. I'm real familiar with the plans. Granted, I don't know what all the names and things of all the rooms are, but I can find my way around the ship if I have to. I still get lost occasionally. I got lost the other day trying to get my way into the nacelle when the ship was together, and I finally had to break out the old compass and pass through the hull. Now, ironically, I was like just a few blocks away from where I wanted to be, where I thought I was at, but still, you know, it was out there. But M's going to come through and he's going to fix all this. See, things like this right here, this is something that has to be addressed. It needs to have at least, you know, from corner to corner 2 blocks. When you have one single block like that, it causes it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. So I got to go on the other side and fix it. So up, straight over. And what I found a lot of times is the 2 sides of the ship do not match up. We found that out on a couple of decks above us here in the worst sort of way. See what I mean? You can definitely tell that these don't match up. That's just bad. That is just bad. Alright, I'm going to turn on my little compass here and make sure that I am correctly aligned. Let's go over here again where we were just at. But yeah, the 2 sides, they don't match up as far as details and things go, and it's really frustrating because they should and they don't. But what can you do? That doesn't even look like a toilet. That just looks like, it just looks ugly. That's one block that's one texture I do not like. I just don't like the looks of it. I just don't. At least not on stairs. I should say correct that, not on stairs. Alright, so we're at 929. Let's go over here to 929. Now, granted, there's differences between the 2 sides in a lot of areas, but down here there isn't. They're almost identical. They're mirror copies, and you can tell that right now it's yeah. Yeah, so this one has to go in, and then it would be lined up. 229. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Shh, don't tell anybody I'm doing this, but I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. That's what I'm doing. There, it's fixed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, dead space like this bugs me. To me, this has to be filled. You know, I see stuff like this and I want to fill it with stuff. You know, just my OCD kicking in. But I just gotta come through and fill it, man. Just gotta do it like a dog with a bone. Two, 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 two. There's three. That's two. Two, 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 two. I offered to help him, Heller, but he wants to do all this by himself. At least update this part of the ship, anyways. I think he has a master plan for it, so it's going to be interesting to see what that is. The D is, I'd have to say, probably the most coveted of all the builds on the server. Very few people are asked or even permitted to work on it, but fewer are asked to work on it. Ooh, check out what he did with this RCS thruster. He told me he'd done this. He highlighted it with red to make it look better, and I gotta say, that does stand out like an RCS thruster should. Very nicely done on that one, M. But yeah, even fewer people are asked to work on it, especially when M's working on it, because he does stuff like this. He finds things that need to be fixed, and he sets about fixing them. And he was saying there's something wrong with the deflector dish, but it has to be completely reworked or something. Anyways, I'm sure whatever it is, he'll get it sorted out. And that's probably one of the reasons why he doesn't want anybody down here working on stuff, is because of that. He knows what's wrong, and he wants to fix it, and he doesn't want anybody else getting in the way of doing that. And a lot of times, you know, when you try to help people with builds, you might step over what they're doing and step on their toes and things like that, and it's not fun. But for the most part, the D's been, you know, it's one of those builds where you love it or you hate it. You know, you can't have both. So, but now this one here, you know, I'm probably gonna have to go and look and see what's going on here, because yeah, the Dynamap will probably show me a better picture, but huh, I got a label that says D Engineering, 235 meters away. Oh wow. Okay, I did set that. I remember setting that now. Yeah, I wanted to return to the engineering deck on the Enterprise D a while ago to borrow ideas or check out ideas for it. And yeah, now I remember. That is mine. That is mine. I should clear that as soon as possible. So engineering used to be along that path right there. But yeah, she has big dolphin tanks and all kinds of cool stuff. And normally if I'd have done that, we'd have just had a waterfall going off. Anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry about the rambling rant here as I wander around the Enterprise D. Don't mind my radar bro there to help me find things, mod sort of thing. They just updated radar bro to 1.7.2, and I was like, oh, gotta have it. Stuck it in. I never use it, but gotta have it, you know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon again here on the Mindtrack.net game server, and have a good day.